Folks, imagine this. You're Dak Prescott, the gunslinger of America's team, dropping dimes left and right in the gleaming lights of AT&T Stadium, and out of nowhere, bam, your throwing hand clips a helmet, sending a jolt through the crowd. But here's the twist that keeps Cowboys Nation buzzing. It's nothing serious. Yeah, you heard that right. On a night where the Dallas Cowboys lit up the scoreboard like it was the 4th of July, their star quarterback walked off the field not just victorious, but unbreakable.
Welcome to tonight's Cowboys Corner. I'm your host, diving deep into the electric 44-22 demolition of the Washington Commanders, the scare that wasn't, and why this Blue Star squad is primed to storm the NFC East. Buckle up, because if you're a fan of high-octane football, heart-pounding drama, and that unmistakable Dallas swagger, you're in for a ride. Let's set the scene, shall we? Sunday night in Arlington, Texas, the Cathedral of American Gridiron Glory, AT&T Stadium, where the retractable roof might as well stay shut to trap all that pent-up energy from 100,000 screaming fans waving those iconic silver and blue flags. The Cowboys, sitting at 2-3-1 coming in, third in the NFC East behind those pesky Eagles and a scrappy Giants crew, needed this one bad. A tie earlier in the season had left a bitter taste, but against the Commanders, who clawed their way to 3-3 with rookie phenom Jayden Daniels slinging it like a seasoned vet, Dallas flipped the script. Final score, 44-22. That's not just a win, that's a statement. A 22-point thrashing in divisional play, folks, where every yard feels like a declaration of war in this brutal NFC East rivalry. And who else but Dak Prescott to captain the charge? The Houghton, Louisiana native, Mississippi State Bulldog turned Cowboys cornerstone. Now in year 10, fresh off shaking off that nagging hamstring that sidelined him late last season, delivered vintage Dak. 21 of 30 passes, 264 yards through the air, and 3 touchdowns. No picks, no panic. We're talking laser-guided strikes to CD Lamb, who feasted with 120 yards and a score on 8 catches. Welcome back from that shoulder tweak, superstar, and a perfectly threaded needle to Jake Ferguson for his second TD grab of the night. But let's not gloss over the ground game. Ezekiel Elliott, the grizzled vet with that Super Bowl ring still gleaming, bulldozed for 85 yards and a touchdown, reminding everyone why he's the face of that 2016 dynasty run. Oh, and shout out to the defense. Darren Bland's pick six in the third quarter? Pure poetry. That 35-yard house call flipped momentum like a bad penny, turning a close 20-15 halftime nail-biter into a rout. Jayden Daniels, solid 280 yards and 2 scores, but his hamstring tweak late in the game, ouch, left the Commanders limping, literally, as Dallas pulled away. Now, let's hit pause and zoom in on that hand wrap, the moment that had every Cowboys faithful holding their breath faster than you can say, Hail Mary. Post-game, Dak strolls up to the media scrum, left hand bandaged like a prizefighter after round 12, and drops this gem, nothing serious, guys. Might have clipped a helmet or a face mask, nothing unusual in this league. Classic Prescott, cool as the Texas breeze, no drama, all business. Remember, this is the same dude who avenged a gruesome ankle break in 18 by leading Dallas to 10 wins the next year. Or fast forward to last season's hamstring saga that cost him 8 games. He came roaring back in preseason, vowing, I'll be ready when it matters. And boy, did he deliver today. X-rays, clean, MRI, probably just for show. The Cowboys medical staff, led by that wizard Dr. Daniel Cooper, gave it the all-clear quicker than a Cavanti Turpin jet sweep. Turpin, by the way, might return next week from his own hamstring issue. Talk about good karma in the trainer's room. But hey, let's not kid ourselves. This wasn't flawless football. The secondary bent early, coughing up 15 points before the break, and Daniels carved them up like Thanksgiving turkey. Coach Brian Schottenheimer, in his first year calling the shots after that McCarthy shakeup, admitted post-game, "We got complacent for a quarter, but that's on me. Adjustments at halftime? That's what separates contenders from pretenders." Fictional sideline chat here, but I can hear it now. Parsons, the wrecking ball edge rusher with 6.5 sacks already this year, barking at the D-line, "We don't gift wrap points. Next possession, we feast." Micah Parsons, Pittsburgh product, Penn State terror, tallied 2 sacks on Daniels, including that game-sealing strip sack in the 4th. At 25, he's the heir to DeMarcus Ware's throne, chasing that 2016 edge where Ware hit 10 sacks in the twilight. Comparative stats: Dallas defense has forced 12 turnovers through 7 games, up from 9 at this point last year, a 33% jump that screams playoffs. Offensively, Prescott's 71.6% completion rate leads the East, edging out Hurts' 68.2%, and with 13 TDs to 3 picks, he's flirting with MVP whispers louder than Troy Aikman's broadcast booth. Speaking of history, oh man, where do I even start with the Cowboys ledger? Born in 1960 as an expansion team, they hit pay dirt quick. Back-to-back titles in 72 and 77, then the glory trifecta of 77, 92, and 93 under Jimmy Johnson and Barry Switzer. 5 Lombardi trophies total, tied for second all-time. Don't at me, Pats fans. That America's team moniker, coined by none other than Bob Ryan in a 78 article, sticking because, let's face it, with 650 primetime games broadcast, the most ever, who wouldn't tune in for the drama? And the rivalries? Phew. Against the Commanders, formerly Skins, this one's got layers. Think 1982 NFC Championship, Dallas edging him 31-17 on the frozen tundra, or that wild 2012 Monday Nighter where RGII danced for 120 yards but Cowboys clawed back 18-16. Today, echoes of Emmitt Smith's grinded-out eras, where the running back great, Dallas all-time leading rusher with 11,252 yards, would have nodded approvingly at Zeke's stiff arms. Trivia time to keep you hooked. Did you know AT&T Stadium's infamous for its $1.2 billion price tag, including that 295-foot video board that once sparked a concussion controversy? Or that Roger Staubach, Captain America himself, threw for 22,700 yards and 3 rings, inventing the term Hail Mary, with that 75 miracle bomb to Drew Pearson against Minnesota? Staubach's legacy? It's in Dak's DNA. Poise under fire, faith in the huddle. Now, let's layer in some expert spice. I caught up with fictional analyst Skip Bayless. Yeah, that firebrand from Undisputed Days, for his take, Dak's hand? A flesh wound in the grand opera of Cowboys lore. This win catapults M to .500 at 3-3-1, breathing down Philly's neck at 4-2. But watch the tape. Schottenheimer's play-calling mixed 62% pass with bootlegs that fooled Washington cold. If Lamb stays healthy, 8 for 120 today, folks, Dak hits 4,000 yards easy. And from a locker room, imagine head coach Schottenheimer pulling Prescott aside, "You're our rock, Dak." That rap. It's a badge, not a burden. Next up, Giants. Let's bury that week 2 OT heartbreaker. Fan quote. Picture a tailgater in section 114, bandana-clad and beer in hand. Dak's tougher than a Longhorn steak. Cowboys Nation's roaring, playoffs or bust. As we wrap this whirlwind, phew, what a night. Let's fire up that passion one last time. Cowboys Nation, this is your team. Resilient, ruthless, ready to reclaim the star. Dak's hand. Just a battle scar on the road to glory. Tune in next Sunday when we host the Giants. Revenge for that OT gut punch awaits. Will it be another shootout? You bet. Grab your tickets, fire up the grill, and let's paint Arlington blue. Howdy, and how you Cowboys do? This is your Cowboys Corner, signing off, but the hype train? It's just getting started.